Hey guys, Julian Arnold, professional pickleball player, and today I'm going to go through a few of my favorite shots to hit with my favorite paddle, the Volare Mach 1. So I'll start with the backhand flick out of the air. So this is a popular shot that you see a lot of pros using on tour. So it's generally during a dink rally, I'll be looking for anything that's a little high that I can be a little bit more aggressive on and utilize topspin. And I can move this ball around. I can go multiple spots. I can go through the middle like I just did, or I can go down the line. So just always keeping my opponent on their toes. They don't know where I'm gonna go with it. This is a great shot to have to make sure you're punishing your opponent for any high dinks. So definitely a higher degree of difficulty when it comes to shots, but if you work on it, you can really add a useful weapon to your game. My next favorite shot is similar, but this one's gonna be used off the bounce. So instead of taking it out of the air, I typically choose to use this shot when I might get a little bit of a floatier dink. Maybe I couldn't quite reach it, but because of its trajectory, it's coming in with a lot more shape, and thus it's gonna bounce a little higher. And then I can also choose to be aggressive. So same thing, just kind of in that dink rally. It could be down the line, could be cross court. And I get a higher ball, and similar to the one-hander, I can choose to speed it up in a number of locations, whether it's through the middle, whether it's right at my opponent and then looking to combo with the next ball. I can go up the line. So just making sure that my opponent is on their toes, never really knowing exactly where I'm gonna go. An important thing to notice with this shot is that I am using two hands. So when I grab, let's say I only dink with one hand, if I grab to speed up with two, it's kind of a tell. So I would like to also encourage you to add some dinking with two hands just to disguise this shot if you want to add it to your arsenal. So last time, maybe just dinking a little bit with two hands. Maybe they think I'm gonna speed up, now they see I'm not. They have to trust or stay honest to all my shots. Then I get something I like, speed it up, and look to get into the hands battle. And then my last shot is my forehand drive. So I'm not always gonna be hitting this shot, but when I get the right ball, it's important to stay aggressive and put pressure on your opponents. So generally, you get these opportunities after a good serve. So it's important in pickleball to get your serve in, but you also want to stay aggressive with it. So finding a good balance of depth and spin so that you're getting some easier returns that might give you the opportunity to drive the ball. So I'm gonna start with a serve, and if I get the right shot, generally anything that's bouncing somewhere in my shorts area or higher, if it's higher, great, I can really hit down on it. So anywhere like above, I'd say the thigh is a good level. If you're a little taller, maybe it's by the knee. Here we go, let's see if we can get some good opportunities to drive the ball. So that one was like a little bit lower. I'd say I could still drive it, but I chose to take a little bit of pace off of it. So if you're very close to the net, you don't have as much room to work with, make sure that you're finding a good blend of power and spin, not trying to do too much with it. So that one was a little higher. I was able to put a little more power in it and kind of drive down or straight through it. That's more of the ball I'm looking for. Again, another good opportunity to drive the ball. It was deep, but it was still a little bit higher in my strike zone, so I could be aggressive. The drive just puts a lot of pressure on your opponents to make a strong first volley and really forces them to get up to the net quickly. Very, very effective in singles and still very effective in doubles when chosen at the right time. Thanks for tuning in and checking out 3 of my favorite shots. I hope they add something to your game and help you take it to the next level. And to check out my favorite paddle, head to totalpickleball.com where you can find the Valair Mach 1.